What's up, guys? Tonight we're gonna be talking about how to shoot long exposure. So let's get down with that.
Hello.
So tonight I'm here at Esplanade walking with Jonil and Jester. He is actually assisting me with the light because it's so freaking dark here. We're at Esplanade Iloilo and I'm here to teach these guys how to take long exposure long exposure photos. Holy shit, I can't see. Well, for the sake of you guys, I'm going to teach you anyways. So tip number one is, of course, location. So right now we're at Esplanade. Like I said, this is going to be our location. We're gonna overwatch the Iloilo River over here. We chose to have the river over it because we like to see that when you shoot at a long shutter speed, of course you guys will be able to see that river silky smooth when you do the long exposure photo shoot. So I like that type of effect. So it's up to you guys whether what's your location is going to be. Tip number two, of course, have a tripod and make sure it's a sturdy one. This one is actually pretty cheap. It's like a very basic tripod, but it works too as long as it's not that windy and your location is not that, you know, crazy or something. So tripod here, I actually didn't bring my tripod with me. The three of us are just using one tripod, which is crazy because you don't do that. Don't do that. Don't try what we're doing. So have a tripod, make sure it's sturdy, and bring it on your location. Unlike me, because I forgot mine at home. So here we go. And last one, not least, is of course your settings. Now you have to know, before you start doing this, you have to know how to shoot manual. Very standard settings when you want to shoot long exposure is to make sure you're at least 4 seconds on your shutter speed, and then just of course measure your ISO or just compensate your ISO and your aperture on that 4 seconds. But usually what I use when I shoot long exposure photos is at 30 seconds. So I'll set my shutter speed at 30 seconds, and then it depends on whether I will open my aperture or not. Sometimes I shoot at f8 or f11 to make sure that those photos are crispy sharp, because sometimes when you shoot long exposure, for some reason it kind of looks soft, probably because your shutter is being open for a long time. So that's why I close the aperture, and of course compensate by changing the ISO higher. Okay, I can't, my flashlight just died because I forgot to charge this. Right, let me continue again on a different location. Okay, back to the video. I start my basic settings sometimes at 30 seconds, and then I also add the aperture around f8 or f11 because taking long exposure shoots for me actually kind of softens my image. That's why I kind of raise up the aperture. So let's start shooting in final location now. Right, so in here in Esplanade we found a spot that there's a running water, and that's going to be a great effect on the long exposure because it's going to soften that current. So we're going to transfer here and we're going to show you guys where it is right now. Can you show us the flashlight? It's down there. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'm going to try, but yeah, you can see it. So that's where we're going to take the photo. We're going to feature the bridge and including this. So alright, let's get down with that.